Good afternoon once again, and welcome to another edition of Darth Tuba's Star Wars Unboxing Show. I'm your host, Darth Tuba. Be sure to check out all my other videos, like, subscribe, share, thumbs up, and check me out on Instagram and on Facebook and on Twitter, and email darthtuba77@gmail.com. So I'm into a little bit of a Lego kick again. Part of it is because I've come across a couple of pretty interesting little sets that are, not a tremendous strain on the budget, and also just because Lego, I gotta hand it to the Lego company. They are really doing distribution right. Every store you go into, there's always Legos available. They're rarely on sale, although I did find a few small sale pieces here and there, but there's always a stock available. I think they just know how to distribute the right way. Hasbro could learn, just saying. But today we're going to work on two different units. We have a kind of let's say old school and new school. We've got the Bounty Hunter Speeder Bike Battle Pack. Okay, although I guess one could argue that I don't believe in a Bounty Hunter Speeder Bike actually existed anywhere in the Star Wars universe. Although I think perhaps on Rebels. There's no backstory with it because I know that they had some of the bounty hunters on Rebels. But the really cool thing about this is that it comes with 4LOM, the little 4LOM droid, and maybe others. I'm not sure. We'll have to see if there are other ones in there. And there's more on the box, so I'm wondering if all of them are going to be there. And then we have our first order from Force Awakens. We have the I had it on the other way around, actually, my bad. The First Order Transport Speeder Battle Pack. And the Transport Speeders, these are these really cool things. They made them into toys. They were in storybooks. They were everywhere except in the actual movie where they just did not complete that one scene with, I think it happened towards the end, on Starkiller Base in the snowy area where the snowtroopers, the new incarnation of snowtroopers, were chasing after Rey and Finn. I think they were leaving and then coming back or something of that nature. It is a little bit, some previous stuff is available on the Force Awakens Blu-ray. So we'll do a high-speed build and then we'll take a look at everything and see how everything goes. Back and with our two sets of mini Lego models. All right, first we'll go with the Bounty Hunter Speeder Bike, and I'm pleased that this actually came with 4 minifigs. Came with basically all the bounty hunters in the famous bounty hunter scene: Dengar, Bosk, IG-88, and 4LOM. Only missing the 2 Zuckuss and Boba Fett. So a pretty cool little piece. The speeder bike is kind of wider. It had these kind of wings on the side. I actually used that. I don't know if it's meant to be, but I used it as kind of handlebars for the characters. If it's at all possible for me to connect the characters to the vehicle that come with the vehicle, I try to do that only because years down the road I might lose track of which figures go with which vehicles. So that's fine. But it's really cool. It does have the standard Lego shooting pellets little feature. I never really used them that much. I will say that they come with so many extras that I actually put the extras on the bottom just to kind of get, it stands normal. It wobbles a little bit, but it works out pretty well. So a nice piece. I think the real selling point on this one, of course, is the minifigs. For those that don't realize, there's actually a highly sought-after collectible market looking for the minifigs. Most of them are really hard to come by because they're generally exclusively packed with certain vehicles or playsets. So there are people that just want the figures. They're very small. While they all have the same basic design, in terms of their legs and their torsos, their heads and facial head and hats and weaponry can be very unique to each figure. So because of that, and plus they take up less room, people do try to go after them. Unfortunately, sometimes you only find certain characters with very large, very expensive sets, and the bigger the set, typically is the more figures that come with that set. Well, in this case, by ratio, that theory is blown out of the water, because this is a very small set that came with 4 figures. So I think Lego is aware that there is a desire for figures, so they're trying to pack more figures with smaller vehicles to kind of balance things out. So moving on to The Force Awakens, we have our little air speeder, and it actually comes with 2 First Order Stormtroopers, it comes with a First Order Flame Trooper, and it comes with a First Order Officer. So I kind of stationed one trooper as kind of like the pilot, the First Order kind of off the back, and then we have our 2. There really isn't any good place. I suppose I can put one right here. We get a 3rd one there. But as far as a 4th one is concerned, there really isn't any good place to do it. So this guy's going to have to kind of hang out off to the side here. I suppose I could be crazy and put him sideways like he's surfing, but I don't want to do that. But again, a very small vehicle, but it came with 4 figures. People like to do this. There are people that are very, almost to the level of obsessed with the minifigures that come out. In fact, many crafters or customizers have gone to taking the standard minifig and customizing it to be a specific type of clone trooper or stormtrooper, just to kind of do troop building, just coming up with very, very detailed versions of different characters. So it's a pretty cool thing. But overall, really nice. They're small. They don't take up a lot of room. So those of you that might be interested in collecting but are a little bit nervous about the price point, I think Lego is really trying to spread the price points around. Yes, they have very exclusive, very high-end 10,000 piece units that you'll probably never see, I'm sorry to say, on an episode of Darth Tuba's unboxing show. But they have some that are kind of middle of the road, and some that are of a little smaller, easier to basically purchase, and much more affordable. And I think that that's something that's really good. So that'll do it for this episode. I hope you enjoy it. Please like, share, subscribe. Check out all my other, Instagram, Darth Tuba, Twitter, Darth Tuba Star Wars unboxing page. Like, share, subscribe, as I said, and email me if you have any other suggestions for unboxings. DarthTuba77@gmail.com. Until then, may the Force be with you.